Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm Vaanmadhi Jagan in conversation with Miss Bhuvana Pashupathi, a senior genetic brain profiling counselor. In the last episode, we left you with an overview of the multiple intelligences, and here we are to discuss in detail about it.
Yeah. To begin with, let me tell you this multiple intelligence is a theory propounded by Mr. Howard Gardner, a developmental psychologist from USA. He came up with this theory of all of us having 8 kinds of intelligences. And then later he added the ninth one, which is spiritual intelligence. He said that we have these intelligences are in different proportions depending on the strength in a particular lobe which is connected to a particular intelligence. We know what our natural intelligence is, and if parents can nurture their children accordingly, then just imagine how well that child will flourish in that particular talent. Right? Say, for example, if you want your child to be doing very well in maths, what intelligence do you think your child should have?
Logic.
Exactly. Very good. Logic intelligence. Now, those whose logic intelligence is high, they'll be good in maths, they'll be good in accounts, they'll be good in all the engineering subjects, they'll be good in computers. Okay, so because they'll be good in logic and analysis. Okay, so similarly, if you want your child to be good in sports, what do you think is most important for sports?
I'm guessing it must be body.
Yes, yes, because if our body muscles have extra strength and energy, obviously we'll be very good. We'll be brilliant in sports.
So not just in sports, could be any art, dance.
Exactly.
Anything to do with movement, right?
Very good, yes. So if parents know that beforehand, they can nurture the child accordingly and save a lot of time, money, effort.
Absolutely. So what are the other intelligences? We have seen logic, body, we've seen music.
Okay, so you have self. And what do you think self will lead to?
Self-awareness.
Yes, you'll be aware of your own pluses and minuses. And people intelligence, which is very, very important nowadays if you want to go ahead in your career. Emotional quotient is the most important thing, and people and self make up emotional intelligence. Then you have picture, you have nature, you have spirituality. Okay, so all these kind of 9 intelligences, if they are in the right proportion, you will have a holistic, well-rounded personality. But if certain intelligences are very low, then it's good if parents can work on that.
On the weaknesses.
Yes. Like I said earlier, EQ is very important. So if your people intelligence happens to be low, then parents must ensure that that particular intelligence is developed in the child. But also let me tell you, multiple intelligence is not the only thing that we base our decoding of the brain.
Okay.
There are other things like the disc profile, the RIASIC model, the MBTI. So our report takes care of so many other psychometric tests without children actually answering question and answers. We tell you, we combine all of them together, and then we give a holistic reading of the child's brain.
Of course, I remember when I came with my son to you with a very pressing issue at school. He didn't have to do anything. He was just a 5-year-old boy, and what could he answer about himself or what troubles he have? He was just fine by himself. Only other people had issues that he was not writing. So that was a huge problem for an elementary school boy, that he would just not write. So how would they teach him the language, or how would he present something what he's learning? And he would just not put his pen on his book. Never. But if I force him, if I trouble him, he would write beautifully. So that was an irony which I couldn't accept as well. So at a very frustrating point, we came to you, and when you decoded his multiple intelligence and gave me specific suggestions, it actually changed the boy for the better. He was constantly nagged for his not doing something, that when we focused laterally on the other intelligences, he bloomed like a beautiful flower. So to know in detail more about what was he suffering from, and how what suggestions helped me, my child, and my family get better, you have to wait for the next episode, right? So thank you so much for listening to us. We will see you in another episode. Bye bye.